सकाळी 7ला फिरून आलो.
This call is now
चहा
being
घेतला.
recorded.
Hello, good afternoon. Today we will see problems on chapter number 3. Therefore, already we have seen example number 1. Now today we will see example number 2. It has been observed from a sample of 200 bearing bushes that the internal diameters are normally distributed within a range with a mean of 30.010 mm and a standard deviation of 0.008 mm. The upper and lower limits for the internal diameter as specified by the designer are 30.02 and 30 mm respectively. Calculate the percentage of rejected bushes. Now write down the problem. I will wait for 2 minutes. We will solve this problem. Okay, we will solve the problem now. First of all, we will write down the given data. Solution. Given. Now they are given mu, that is mean. They are given mean is denoted by mu 30.010 mm. Then standard deviation they are given, that is sigma 0.008. Then they are given upper and lower limit, that is x1. Upper limit is x1 30.02 mm. Lower limit x2 30.00 mm. Now step 1. First of all, we have to calculate standard variables Z1 and Z2. Standard variables Z1 and Z2. Therefore, Z1 is given by Z1 is equal to x1 minus mu divided by sigma, which is equal to 30.02 minus 0.008 upon, sorry, this 30.010 should be there. 30.01 divided by sigma means 0.008. Therefore, Z1 is equal to, we are getting it as 1.25. Now, Z2. Z2 is equal to x2 minus mu upon sigma, which is equal to x2 is equal to 30 minus 30.01 divided by 0.008, which is equal to minus 1.25 Z2. Now we'll find out area of normal curve between plus 1.25 and minus 1.25. Therefore, please write down this. I will wait. Therefore, now step 2. Step 2, area below the normal curve. Area below the normal curve Z1 to Z2. Therefore, we have to find out the area. I will draw the normal curve here. This is the normal curve. Sorry. Therefore, this is 0. This is plus 1.25. This is minus 1.25. And this is the shaded area. This is known as design tolerance. Sorry. And this much area is known as natural tolerance. Therefore, now from the table or this area from 1.25 to minus 1.25 or area between 0 to Z is equal to 0 to Z is equal to 1.25. It is provided in the problem. Therefore, we will write here area between Z is equal to 0 to Z is equal to 1.25 is 0.3944. This value is provided. It is in the table. Therefore, shaded area is equal to 2 into 0.3944, which is equal to 0.7888. Therefore, step 3, percentage of rejected bushes. Percentage of rejected bushes. Therefore, percentage of rejected bushes is equal to 1 minus 0.7888 into 100, which is equal to 21.12%. Therefore, write down this. Problem is over. Write down the problem solution. Okay, I think you have written. Then write down this problem number 3 now. The tolerance specified by the designer for the diameters of a transmission shaft is 25 plus minus 0.025 mm. Shafts are machined on 3 adjacent machines. It was observed from the sample of shafts that the diameters are normally distributed with a standard deviation of 0.015 mm for each of the 3 machines. However, the mean diameter of shafts fabricated on the 3 machines is found to be 24.99, 25.0, and 25.01 mm respectively. Determine the percentage of rejected shafts in each case and comment on the result. Therefore, write down the problem. I will wait for 2 minutes. Okay, I think you have written the problem. Now we'll solve it. Solution given. First of all, standard deviation sigma is equal to 0.015 mm. Then x1 means upper limit. X1 is equal to 25.0000 minus 0.025. Then x2, sorry, x1 is lower limit and x2 is upper limit. X2 is equal to 25.000 plus 0.025 mm. Here it is also mm. Then mu1, that is mean, 24.99 mm. Then mu2, 25.00 mm. Mu3, 25.01 mm. Therefore, these are the given quantities. Please write down. Therefore, we will solve it now. Step 1. Percentage of rejected shafts in each machine. Percentage of rejected shaft or rejected shafts in each machine. Therefore, first of all, we have to find out the upper and lower limits. First of all, we will find out values of x1 and x2. Therefore, x1 is equal to 25 minus 0.025, which is equal to which is equal to 24.975 mm. Now x2 is equal to 25 plus 0.025, which is equal to 25.025 mm. Now we have to write one table. We have to make 4 columns. Therefore, first of all, you write down here 3 machines are there. Therefore, you write down here machine A, then machine B, and then machine C. Now, first of all, you have to write down mean. Write down the table with me. Mean mu is it is in mm. Now, all the three values of mean they have provided. Therefore, 24.99. Then it is here 25, and then for C it is 25.01. Now next Z1. Z1 is equal to x1 minus mu divided by sigma, which is equal to here now minus 1 minus 1.67 and here minus 2.33. Now Z2. Z2 is equal to x2 minus mu divided by sigma, which is equal to here 2.33, 1.67 and 1. Now area A1, area A1 into bracket Z is equal to 0 to Z is equal to Z1, which is equal to this area. We have to take it from that table. It is provided to you 0.3413, 0.4525, 0.4901. Now area A2, area A2, Z is equal to 0 to Z2. Therefore 0.4901, 0.4525, 0.3413. Now we have to find out A1 plus A2. Therefore write down here A1 plus A2 is equal to now addition 0.8314, 0.9050, 0.8314. Now percentage rejection. Percentage rejection means this 1 minus 0.8314, 1 minus 0.9050 and 1 minus 0.8314 into 100. Therefore percentage reduction, percentage reduction into bracket 1 minus, or here A1 plus A2 into 100. This bracket should not be there. Now therefore it comes to be 16.86. This is 9.5 and this is again 16.86. Therefore write down this. Write down Okay, I think you have written. Now what we'll do? Whatever these values are there, Z1 and Z2 for each machine. Z1 is equal to -1, Z2 is equal to 2.33. Again, Z1 is equal to -1.67, Z2 is equal to plus 1.67, Z1 is equal to -2.33, Z2 is equal to 1. For all these six values, we'll plot three normal distribution curve for machine A1, for machine A1, for machine B second, and for machine C third. Therefore, three normal curves will be there, and from that normal curves, we will comment on the results. Therefore, I will draw the now these three graphs. Step 3. Step 3. Comments on results. Comments on results. Now, first of all, Z1 is equal to -1 and Z2 is equal to 2.33. Therefore, we will draw the diagram. Sorry. Therefore, this diagram is for machine A. This diagram is for machine A. Now, what is Z1 here? -1. Therefore, we will write down here -1 and Z2 is equal to 2.33. 2.33. This is 0. Here minus Z values are there. Here plus Z. Again, I will draw for machine B and C. Now for machine B, Z1 is equal to -1.67, Z2 is equal to plus 1.67. Therefore, both are symmetric. Try to understand the diagram. Therefore, here 0, here -1.67, here plus 1.67, plus Z minus Z. Now this is known as design tolerance. Design tolerance. This is for machine B. Now I will draw the graph for machine C. Again, Z1 is equal to for machine C -2.33, Z2 is equal to 1. Therefore, suppose this is 1. this is 0, and here it is, sorry, minus 2.33. Here plus z, here minus z. Therefore, this is known as design tolerance. Similarly, this range is known as design tolerance. Therefore, from these three graphs, we are observing that only for machine B, only for machine B, the process is centered. Means for machine B, on this, the two values are there, plus minus 1.67, means the shaded area is symmetric. But in case of machine A and machine C, this diagram is for machine C, the shaded area is not symmetric about vertical axis. The shaded area is not symmetric about vertical axis. Therefore, you write down it is observed that whatever I have said, that word, right? It is observed that in case of machines A and C, in case of machines A and C, the process is not centered. The process is not centered, which results in a which results in a large percentage of reduction. Large percentage of reduction. Reduction or rejection. Large percentage of rejection with the same magnitude of tolerance, with the same magnitude of tolerance, the percentage of rejection is small. The percentage of rejection is small, as the process is small in machine B. Is small in case of machine B. In case of machine B, as the process is centered. Centered means symmetric. Therefore, this is nothing but comments regarding these three graphs. Please write down. I will wait for 2 minutes. We'll see the next problem. Okay, now next example. Example 4. The recommended class of transition fit between the races means hole and the spigot means shaft of a rigid coupling is 686J5, assuming that the dimensions of the two components are normally distributed and that the specified tolerance is equal to the natural tolerance. Determine the probability of interference fit between the two components. Therefore, write down this so that we will solve the problem. This is the last problem, then this chapter will over. Section first will over. Okay, I think you have written the problem. We will solve the problem now. Solution. Given data, class of fit is equal to 60H6J5. Therefore, there are two population of races dimension denoted by letter R and that of spigot dimension denoted by letter S. Therefore, first of all, step 1, population of races are, therefore the limiting dimension, races means whole, the limiting dimension of the races for 60H6R 60.019 and 60.000 mm or 60.0095 plus minus point not 95 mm. Therefore, the design and natural tolerance are equal. Therefore, write down here. Therefore, the design and natural tolerance are equal. Therefore, mu r mean for races or whole is equal to 60.0095 mm, and standard deviation sigma is equal to 0.0095 divided by 3, which is equal to 0.00317 mm. Now we'll find out population of spigot. Step 2. Step 2. Population of spigot, that is S. Therefore, the limiting dimension for spigot 60 J5R 60.006 to 59.993 mm or 59.995 plus minus 0.0065 mm. Therefore, mu s is equal to 59.995 and sigma s is equal to 0.0065 divided by 3, which is equal to 0.00217 mm. Now step 3. Population of interference. Population of interference. Therefore, mu I is equal to mu s minus mu r, which is equal to 59.995 minus 60.0095, which is equal to 59.995, which is equal to 0.01 mm. And this standard deviation sigma I is equal to square root of sigma r square plus sigma s square, which is equal to 0.00317 bracket square plus 0.00217 bracket square. Therefore, sigma I is equal to 0.00384 mm. Now this is the mean and standard deviation values. Now we will plot the normal distribution graph. Step 4. Step 4. Probability of interference fit. Probability of interference fit. Therefore, we write down when the interference is zero, when the interference is zero, that is I is equal to 0 and Z is equal to I minus mu I divided by sigma I, which is equal to 0 minus of minus 0.01 divided by 0.00384. Therefore, Z is equal to 2.6. Now we'll draw the graph. This is 2.6. This is 0. Now here I is equal to 0. That is up to Z is equal to 2.6. There is no interference. If Z is greater than 2.6, therefore this region is known as interference. Interference region. Therefore, you can write down when that is interference will occur when Z is greater than 2.6. Therefore, from the table, the area below the normal curve, area below the normal curve, Z is equal to 0 to Z is equal to 2.6 is 0.4953. Therefore, the probability of interference fit is of interference fit is 0.5 minus 0.4953 into 100, which is equal to 0.47%. Therefore, this is the end of the problem and end of the chapter. We will stop here. Thank you very much.